So the first step when you're setting up a bow that you want to do is actually put a rest on it right away. So let's pop on a rest. QAD right here. This works really well. Good rest. Not a fan personally. I like limb-driven style rest, or a Prophecy. Another one is a fan, but I've been shooting the new Trinity Hunter by Hamsky. And again, as you guys know, if you watch our channel, we're not sponsored by anybody. So I buy and use what I feel is the best for me in that moment. Let's get this ready to rock and roll. With my draw length, I'm pretty much well aware that I need to support that arrow as long as possible. So I will secure this as far back as I can. So it comes with one of these little tabs. I'm going to stick that sucker back here because the further back the limb it goes, the longer it supports the arrow. You guys are going to learn so much. I'm going to teach you a lot of what I've learned over the years. Some of this stuff is not going to be things you've ever heard before, but I can promise you it makes a difference. So this is a limb-driven rest. It is down like this, and when I go full draw, this rest comes up. And then there, obviously, when I go full draw, the limb flexes back like this, which then puts this slack, which then makes this rest stand up. As the bow shoots, the limb drives down. When the limb drives down, then this rest goes flat. Where you adjust it on the limb itself will determine on when this thing starts to go down. I like to support my arrow all the way to about the label. So I want that arrow to be completely supported by the rest until the label. And then I want it out of the way, obviously, before it makes contact with the vanes. Hamsky's gonna kill me for this, but I'm gonna show you guys. You can see how they have these wings right here. So this is one I haven't modified. So basically what I'm going to show you guys is how I modify a Hamsky rest so I get more clearance, because vane contact, when you hit these things, is going to cause erratic tears, issues, and misses. You can see this is where it stops. If you look here, you can see there's not a whole lot of clearance if you shoot a four-fletch. That is not very much. And so you're talking about an arrow flying through right here, and then for this thing to get completely out of the way, it's only there. So my problem was I was getting contact on these. But if you take this front screw completely out and you put a washer in there, what it does is it then allows for this rest to go all the way down. All right, so you can see that is where this one stops, straight off the shelf, and then you can see this one goes now all the way down. So I get maximum clearance. So little things like that can make a difference.